In today's video, we're gonna go over foundation do's and don'ts. So makeup mistakes that you're probably making with your foundation that could be ruining your makeup look. If you correct these foundation mistakes, you're gonna create a flawless and long-lasting makeup look. So go ahead and grab your makeup and let's get into it. One of the biggest mistakes I used to make when trying to match my foundation is matching the foundation to my neck area, not realizing that my neck area is sometimes a different color and a different shade than my face. I always used to end up with a very unnatural match when it comes to foundation. So instead of matching to my neck, I normally like to match my foundation to my face instead, because this is gonna give you the most natural looking makeup look. Or you can match your foundation to your chest to compare the undertones. This will make sure that your overall makeup look is balanced and consistent with your actual skin tone. And then after you found your perfect match, you want to apply the foundation all over your face. And if your neck is a different shade than your face, you need to balance the color of your neck to make everything look natural and seamless. If your neck is lighter than your face, you can use a lighter concealer on your face to bring back the natural color of your skin so that it matches your neck. And if your neck is darker than your face, using a bronzer or a contour that is darker can help to darken your face to bring back the natural color of your face, making it match your chest area. This is gonna help you avoid that harsh contrast, and it's also really gonna help enhance your overall makeup look, making sure that all the makeup products blend perfectly together and actually matches your skin. Not knowing your skin's undertone can be one of the biggest mistakes you can make when shopping for a foundation. I used to make this mistake all the time, and my foundation just would never look natural, and I would just think that the brand that I'm using doesn't have my foundation shade. Your undertone is literally the tone or the color that is underneath your skin. It's actually a very subtle tone that affects the overall look of your skin. So it's very important to know which category of undertone your skin falls under. So there are normally three main types of undertones: cool, warm, and neutral. Sometimes there's olive undertones, which falls under neutral undertones. Normally warm undertones kind of have a yellow, golden, bright hue that you can notice. People with very warm undertones normally look really good with gold jewelry. If you find silver jewelry doesn't look good on you, then you're probably a warm undertone. Cool undertones, on the other hand, are normally people who have hints of pink, a little bit of blue, sometimes a little bit of red. And people with cool undertones normally look really good with silver jewelry. If you're not a fan of gold jewelry on your skin, then you might be a cool undertone. Now, neutral undertones are just regular shades of brown. So you don't have warm hues, you don't have cool toned hues, you just have natural brown skin. And neutral undertones can look good in both silver and gold jewelry. So if you find yourself looking good in both, then you might be a neutral undertone. Now, olive undertones are normally easier to spot because they normally have this really greenish hue to their skin. And this can come from having a mix of warm and cool undertone hues that come together to really create this olive look to your skin. So I know that I'm normally a warm neutral undertone, so anything that leans towards on the yellow side or something that leans towards neutral, I can use as a foundation. So for this foundation, I know my shade is 33, but because I'm a neutral warm undertone, I know this shade deep neutral would work for my skin. If you're using a damp beauty blender to blend out your makeup and it creates some type of patchiness, or it causes your makeup to separate, or it just doesn't blend evenly, then you probably want to consider using a brush instead. Normally people with combination skin or oily skin find using a brush much better because there's no moisture from the sponge that creates that separation between the oils and the water. So switching over to using a brush might give you a more seamless blend on your skin and can just give you an overall flawless makeup look. But if you're using a brush to blend out your makeup and you find that it blends out and creates patchiness on your skin, then this might be because your skin is dry and you're using a dry product to blend out your makeup, creating patchiness and uneven blend. So instead of using a dry product like this, you want to use something with a little bit of moisture. This moisture is going to help mix the product with your skin, giving you a much more flawless blend. I find blending foundations with a sponge to work better on my skin because I have dry skin, because it normally gives me a flawless makeup look and it helps to absorb excess product from the foundation, giving me a very natural look. This makes it much easier to blend out makeup when your skin is dry because you're adding moisture to your skin, making all your makeup products blend perfectly together. So opt for a brush if you find your foundation separating, and opt for a beauty sponge if you find your makeup looking patchy and really dry. If you don't wait a few minutes after applying your moisturizer and then you just jump right into applying your foundation, this can cause your makeup to separate either right after or during the day, and it can also make your makeup not last long. This happens because you're literally just mixing the moisturizer and the foundation together, and those two formulas can repel each other, causing separation from the makeup. So instead, what I like to do is take your moisturizer and apply it on your skin. Now, I know sometimes like in the morning, you're probably rushing to go somewhere and you don't have time to wait. So what I like to do is after I apply my moisturizer, I like to wait at least 5 minutes before going in with primer or my SPF. The reason why it's important to wait is because you want the moisturizer to be absorbed by your skin before you go in with foundation. This will really help your skin reap the benefits of that moisturizer, and it's not just going to be sitting on top of your skin. Instead, your skin is going to have absorbed it. Now, I know sometimes you're probably rushing and you have to go to work or you have to go to school. So what I like to do is do my skincare routine before I take a shower or before I make my coffee, and then after 5 to 10 minutes I come back and do my makeup. This is going to help my skin absorb that moisturizer while I'm taking a shower or I'm making coffee before going in with foundation, and it's really going to help my skin reap the benefits of the skincare products. And then after waiting 5 minutes, you want to go in with your primer that has SPF, just so that I don't have to apply primer and SPF and wait in between each step. Now, after you've applied your SPF, you want to let this sit for at least 15 minutes if you're using a chemical sunscreen. If you're using a mineral sunscreen, you really don't have to wait. You can jump right into applying your makeup products once you've blended it. But chemical sunscreens need at least 15 minutes to be absorbed by your skin before they're effective. This is gonna prevent your makeup from separating. It's gonna make your makeup last all day without it moving around, because you're not mixing skincare and makeup products together. You're letting your skin reap the benefits of each skincare product and also allowing the makeup to sit on the surface of your skin without it being tampered with the skincare products. One of the biggest mistakes I used to make with my foundation is when blending it out, I always used to rub it on my skin. And then after finished blending out my foundation, I would notice that it would start peeling and I would kind of see this rubbery texture on my skin, which I absolutely used to hate. So I realized that how you blend your foundation is what's going to determine the finish of the foundation and how it's going to look like on your skin. Now, this can work sometimes depending on the brush and the applicator you're using. A soft bristle brush can really help to blend out your foundation without causing it to peel. But if you're using a dense brush or a foundation brush like this, then really doing this is just causing that foundation to clump up together, causing it to peel and separate, which you want to avoid. So instead, when blending out your foundation, it's always recommended to pat the foundation in. The reason why patting it in is more effective and gives you a better blend is because you're literally pressing that product into your skin so that it can stick on your skin and not just sit on top of your skin. This is also going to help that foundation from separating, preventing it from causing that rubbery effect, because you're really not moving that foundation around, you're just patting it into your skin. This is going to make sure that your foundation blends properly. You're also not moving that foundation around on your skin, giving you a really flawless foundation application. Perfecting your foundation routine is not the only thing that's going to get you a flawless makeup look. And that's why this video right here is so important and you have to watch it, because I go over all the concealer do's and don'ts to help you perfect your makeup routine.
KLJ, welcome to a channel where it's poppin'.